My privilege to present to you a great speaker, a great periodontist, a good friend of mine. He's going to share his work and experience related to the quest for the per-implant papilla. Good luck. Thank you.
To talk about what I was doing lately, but rather what I'm doing right now, and actually what I will be doing in the near future. Of course, it always has to do with my passion about finding that ideal implant restoration, that one that actually looks exactly like a natural tooth. So what is the problem? And the problem is that actually periodontal soft tissues are not supported by the underlying bone. Rather, we need to think about these as being attached, do not have that structure. Actually, when we look at implants, the bone actually really supports the soft tissue. So this is very basic concept is the key to the problems we're having as far as achieving the excellent gingival aesthetics around our implants. And if we do understand this, then we are opening the door to the solution. So when we have a tooth beside an implant, what kind of procedures? The least recommended way is papilla grafting. We usually like this technique that we published with a co-worker and friend of mine a few years ago. We had many cases reported in this. We now take tuberosity grafts. We make 2 incisions. We undermine the papilla very carefully. We place a graft down there, and we get very consistent, very acceptable results. As you can see here, 6 months after that. It is what I call a tissue model. It's based on the concept build, overbuild, and then shape. You can see this young guy, he lost his central incisor, and together with it, he lost the papilla. A nice, thick, soft tissue graft. We did, as we always do in most of these cases, bone regeneration. I like guided bone regeneration procedures. You can see here a particle bone graft, a collagen membrane, and also a connective tissue graft. And I believe that 99% of our cases in the front area requires some kind of augmentation, either soft tissue augmentation, guided bone regeneration, and in most of the cases, both. And this was no exception in the area. How do we do it? We use a very specifically designed shaped prosthetic, a very good result. Here's the final prosthesis several months later. So this can be achievable. Growing the bone between 2 implants, getting it close 3.5 meters to the contact point, and then we will have a papilla. This, so far, is impossible to do. There are issues related to the biological width of these kind of implants, and we cannot grow bone that thin into 2 different teeth. So we need to find something that is successful, that is predictable, and that also that lasts a long time. So we can get success maybe in one case, but I want something that we can use on an everyday basis and get very good results. And we get that success over and over again. And also that successful case will last many, many years. What are the key factors that we are starting to see that are going to influence our success, predictability, and long-term? The evidence is getting together, and we may be able to achieve this. So this is the point where the impossible is beginning to look possible. How do we do it? I like to overbuild and carve. How do we put all these things together in one protocol? You can access this in our website. This is what we call the number 5 protocol of treatment. And it's pretty simple. How do we get a papilla? It's about many things. It's about soft tissue management. Definitely it's about soft tissue management. It's about reconstruction. Definitely it's about reconstruction. And we can do things now that will be very useful in the future. It's also about prosthetic design. It's about implant selection. It's about planning. And it's about, first of all, understanding the biology. And that's what this lecture was about. To work with that shares our passion for aesthetics, perfection, and hard-working discipline. So I'm very grateful to MIS to collaborate with us in this very ambitious project. This is nothing but simple, but I'm sure that maybe someday this approach will be simple. So far, we're just trying to make it possible. I know this is a story.